Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Yeah, how are you today? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Okay. And are you happy?
Yeah.
No. Okay. And today we will have an English lesson. And do you remember the topic of the unit 1? What is the topic of the unit 1? Yeah. But
Life stories that we admire.
oh, life story we admire. Okay, thank you. So it's also the topic, and I hope that you still remember what we learned in the 6 lessons. And to check whether you can remember now, you can have a game. So you want to play a game? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So I would like you to work in groups. Okay. So we divide you into 4 groups. So each column will be 1 group. So you can be A, B, C, and D. Okay. So now, what you're gonna do? And the name of the game is Who Says That? Okay. And we will have to guess about let's see. So there are 6 famous sayings, given by 6 famous people. So what you're gonna do, when you choose 1 number, I will give you the saying and you have to guess the name of the person who says it. Okay, so what we're gonna do now? Guess the names, okay? Yeah, and we will have 2 clues. So if you can guess the name of the person right at the beginning, you can have 2 points, okay? But if you can't, I give you the picture of that person. And at that time, you only have 1 point, okay? And if you cannot answer, the other team will have a chance. Is it okay? Yes, okay. So now, the team with the highest, score will have the present. We have 6 numbers here. Okay, so we will take turns. Is it okay? Yes, okay. So we start with group A. So which number you would like to choose? Number 4. Okay. So number 4. Let's see. The saying is, if you want something, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. Who is this person? You have 10 seconds. This row. Team A. No idea? No. Okay. You want the picture, so you only have 1 point if you get the correct answer. That's fine. So the picture is. Okay, do you have the answer? Okay, team A.
I think that's Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher, you're right. Oh. Here, so you will have a team. A, B, and C, and D. Okay, you have 1 point. Yep, thank you. So, congratulations. And now next one. So, which number you're gonna choose? 2. Number 2. Okay, ready? Here you are. The saying is, stay hungry, stay foolish. 10 seconds for you. Okay, keep silent. If they cannot answer, you have a chance. 4. You want the picture? Okay. Here you are. Okay, can you guess? Give me the name. Who is this person?
Steve Jobs.
Can you spell it correctly? Steve?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Okay, is it correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay, but remember, there could be an S ending. That is a Steve Jobs. Okay, so, yep, B, you have 1 point. that is fine. Okay, and now we come back. Yeah, team C, are you ready? So your friend can guess all. Now, which number? Number 1. Oh, okay. Ready? Here you are. Genius is a 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. You have the answer?
Yes, I think that is Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison. Okay, let's see. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so you have 2 points. Congratulations. Now we come to group D. Ready? Which number you gonna choose? 6. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Wow. To be or not to be? That's the question.
Is that William Shakespeare?
William Shakespeare. Okay, let's see. That is William Shakespeare. Okay, so you have 2 points. Congratulations. So we only have 2 numbers left. Now I give the chance to all the 4 groups. When I show the saying, you raise your hand if you have the answer. Okay? And you still have 2 points for the saying and 1 point if you want to review the picture. Okay? So keep silent. Don't say out loud because other team will take the answer. Okay? Wow. Look at this one. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Okay, so 4 groups, do you have the answer? You want me to show you the picture? Okay, and who is this person? Oh. Okay, I see team B, C, and D, all of you have the answer. So now, to check your answer, I want you to write down the name of this person on a piece of paper to check the spelling, whether you got it right. Okay, to see which team will have the mark. Okay. Yep. So, team C. B, Albert Einstein. Okay. And Albert Einstein. Okay, let's see the spelling. Let me see. Oh, okay. So, the 3 teams, you have written the answer. Is it correct? Yes. Yeah, all 3 team B, C, and D, you have the correct spelling. So, you all got 1 point, okay? So, 1 for you 3. So, the last number is number 5, okay? This time. Okay, A, yeah, right?
Answer is Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong, no. And excellent. Yeah. So, team A, you have 2 points. Okay, so now, let's see. 3, 2, 3, 3. So, very neat score for all the 4 teams. So we have like the team A, C, and D, you have 3 points, and team B, you have 2 points. But I think that you are so great, so all of you will receive the present from me. Okay? And we'll leave the present at the end of the lesson. Is it okay? Yes, okay. So let's start the lesson today. Now, let's look at the picture on the board, okay? We have 2 couples of friends here, okay? So look at them. Can you guess what they are talking about? You hi. Can you guess?
Well, I think they are talking about a famous person.
A famous person. And who can you see on the screen?
I guess
The person appeared in the game. Steve Jobs? Okay, you're right. And what you can see in this picture?
I think it's his wife.
Surprise. Oh, okay. And they look happy. Oh, okay. So now I want you to listen. Thank you. Hi. Sit down. To listen to the first conversation. And let's see whether we have the correct guessing, whether they are talking about some prizes, the first prize or not. Okay. So now listen and tell me whether you have the correct guessing.
1. I'm on top of the world. I just learnt that my poem about Vietnam's national heroes has won the first prize in the poetry competition for teenagers.
I'm so happy for you. It's a very inspiring poem.
2.
I took part in a public speaking event and gave a talk about Steve Jobs' innovations in technology. It was such a pleasure to be among so many talented speakers. They invited me to give another presentation.
That's fantastic. I've always thought you're a great speaker.
Okay. Before we look at the conversation, can you share with me? You have the correct guesses about, are they talking about Steve Jobs? Yes or no? Yes. Yes? Okay. What about the first conversation? What are they talking about? Oh, they won a competition. Okay. Can you use a word to describe their feeling?
Happy.
Very happy. And?
Proud.
Proud. Oh, okay. What else? What adjective can you use? Excited. Correct. Okay. And now, just like look at the conversation and have you got your answer up to the first time of listening?
Yes.
Oh, you are so good. Okay. So now, this time, what I want you to do is just like you pay attention to the conversation in your books. But you have to mark the tone of the speaker. What I mean is like when they raise their voice or they lower their voices. Okay, so are you clear about what you are going to do now? Yes, okay, so we will listen again, and this time you mark the tone, okay, whether they have the rising or the falling tones, okay?
1. I'm on top of the world. I just learnt that my poem about Vietnam's national heroes has won the first prize in the poetry competition for teenagers.
I'm so happy for you. It's a very inspiring poem.
2.
I took part in a public speaking event and gave a talk about Steve Jobs' innovations in technology. It was such a pleasure to be among so many talented speakers. They invited me to give another presentation.
That's fantastic. I've always thought you're a great speaker.
Okay, so can you give me the answer, whether they have the falling voice, tone, or the raising tone? Raising or falling? Falling? Raising. Oh, okay. So it is the voice of the excited or happy people. Is that right? Okay. This time you will work in pairs. What I want to do now, please practice the conversation. But remember, you have to imitate the tones of the people. Okay. Don't say, "Oh, I'm so happy." Okay, because you are not happy in that way. Is that right? I'm so happy. So try to imitate the tone of the speakers. Okay, so please now work in pairs with the person sitting next to you. Okay, I give you around 2 minutes to take turns and practice the conversation, please. You're so excited. Yeah. Okay, so time is up. So now I would like to invite, one pair, just like you can stand up and can you just, practice the conversation again and try to have the tones, happy tone, raising tones, any volunteers? Can you too? Please.
I took part in a public speaking event and gave a talk about Steve Jobs' in technology. It was such a pleasure to be among so many talented speakers. They invited me to give another presentation.
That's fantastic. I've always thought you're a great speaker.
Okay, thank you, you guys. So this time, okay, I think that you are so, like, how can we say, not really excited when your friend have won a prize. Okay, so can you sit down? Yeah. So let's look at the 4 phrases you have like practiced. Now look at A, B, C, and D. Can you tell me what are their functions? When you say, it was such a pleasure. So your feeling, what kind of feeling?
Excited or happy, proud.
Okay, excitement, happiness, so proud. Okay, and on top of the word, it have the same feeling? Yes, you're right. Okay. So as you may see, the phrase A and C expressing the pleasure. Okay, so it was such a pleasure. I'm on top of the world. When you are excited, you are happy, you have to raise your voice. Okay, don't say, oh, such a pleasure. Is that right? Do you say that in the same, in Vietnamese? Hôm nay mình vui lắm các bạn ạ. Okay, so remember, for the everyday English, what we are learning now is like the language function. And you have to show your feeling inside it. Okay? Yeah. And to respond to the pleasure, you can say, that's fantastic. Okay? I'm so happy for you. Okay, so now what I want to do is like, I would like you to look at another list of phrases. Can you see the expression here? Yes, okay, so now in the same pace, I give you around maybe 2 minutes. Can you put them into suitable column which you think will express the pleasure and which you think the phrases will be the responding to the pleasure? 2 minutes for you guys now. Can you? Yep. Good for you. First or second column? Second. Oh, okay. What about was amazing, wonderful, and great? Expressing pleasure. Oh, okay. So you do the same for the other expression. Okay. So 1 minute. 1 more minute. Cool. Are you done? Yeah, so let's check with me whether you have the correct, okay, classification. Do you have the same? Yes. Yes, okay. And remember, for the everyday English section today, we have to be excited and happy. Remember? Yeah, okay, I'm so happy. Okay, I'm on the top of the world. Yeah, so now I give you one more task. Look at the 2 situations here. Okay, so now what you want to do, firstly, you read the situation and underline the keywords for me. What you're going to do for the 2 situations. Okay, 30 seconds, underline the keywords to see the requirements of the 2 situations. Okay, so now tell me, how many students you will have in these 2 situations? How many? 2. Okay, and who are they? A and B. Okay, so now let's check with me whether you have underline the same keywords to see the rows of A and B. Okay, so A, okay, a wonderful Walt Disney film. Okay, and it's very pleasant, so right? And B will respond. And then the same Situation 2, B had just like have a article published in the local newspaper, and he's very excited, and A will respond. Okay, so now I want you to change the partner. Can you turn back and work with another partner and decide who would be A and who would be B? So just like use the useful expression in the previous part and then make the conversation with your partner. So can you please turn back, work with another friend? Okay, change the partner, please. Yeah, you can turn back. You can join, okay. We have one group of 3, yeah. Is it okay? So you two can together? You two can go together because we have the odd numbers. Okay, that's fine. So you two can keep the same because we have the odd numbers. That's fine? Yeah, turn back, turn back, turn back. Yeah, turn back. Oh. Are you done? Not yet. Okay. So you have like 30 more seconds. Okay, and I will invite some pair to come here and act your conversation.
It's a very inspiring quiz. Đâu cô hai nữa.
Yeah. So remember who will be A and who will be B. Okay. Hey guys, time is up, and now I can see that some of you have very real, conversation, and would like to invite some of you to come here. You act your conversation, and Quang Nam and Nguyen, can you come here? Yeah. So the first one. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, I just watched a very wonderful Walt Disney film. It was called Wall-E. Oh wow, that's good for you, man. I just watched it last night. Let's do it again next time. Yes, it was a pleasurable experience. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you. Okay. So now the class. What do you think about that conversation? Very happy. Okay. Do you think that they use a correct expression? Suitable? Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you, Nam and Nguyen. But next time, okay, I don't think that you can just like shake the hands in the conversation because you are two friends and you are talking about films.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay, so just make it more informal. Okay, and now the second conversation. Who want to act it? Okay, so Mike and who is your partner? Dương. Okay, can you two come here? And the class listen whether they use the correct expressions. Okay.
Hi Dương, yesterday I write you news about like Steve Jobs, and luckily the local newspaper published my art to the latest news, and I feel very excited and my pleasure.
Wow, I have heard about Steve Jobs many times, and I think he is an intelligent man, and I'm so excited.
Okay, now class, do you think that they have like followed the requirements of the second situation? They are very excited, but it's maybe a little bit off the topic, is that right? Because like Mike will have an article published on the local newspaper. Yeah, okay, and you will like congratulate him, respond to his excitement. So pay more attention to the requirement of the situation next time. Okay, thank you, Dương and Mike. But you are so happy, and it's also one successful thing you have done so far. Okay, so thank you guys. So remember the expression when you want to show your pleasure. Okay, And remember to show your feelings as well. So, still remember about some famous people we have done in the warm-up activities? Yes. Can you name some? Still remember? Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, Neil Armstrong, and one more woman, Margaret Thatcher. Okay, well done. So now, I have a small question for you. Do you know any other famous women in the history? Mary Curie. Okay, and Choang, do you know any?
I know Elizabeth II.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth II.
Queen Elizabeth II. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so now this time, I also want you to close all the books, please. Yep. Because we're gonna do now is very interesting activity, that is the information gap. And before we do it, I will give you, a chart. And we call this one is the KWL chart. Okay, so you take one and pass to your friend, and I will, tell you what to do next. So take one and pass to your friend, please. So each of you will take one KWL chart. Okay. So you can write your name, in the corner of the paper. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, this one we have called that is KWL. It stands for what I know, what I want to know, and what I learn. So now we have just mentioned some famous women in the history. So I can give you about 1 minute to note down, the name of some famous women that we have just mentioned. Okay, firstly, in the first column. Okay. So spend 1 minute to write down the name of some famous women that you have known, so far. So, have you finished? Yeah, so you have written the name of some famous women. So today we're going to find out about some more. So in the next part of the lesson, what you want to know about these people, you can write down in the second column, please, what you want to know, what you want to discover about these people. Whether like maybe their age, their nationality, or their career, or they want to know about their life, or family, for example. So note down anything you want to know about these famous women, because you're going to read about them. So let me see. You have written a lot. Yep. Hometown, career, life, family. So, what is it?
I want to know what they have done.
Their achievements. Okay, cool. What about Anne? You want to know about family and occupation? Yep. Okay. You're done? Yeah, so just leave this chart, on the table. We will use it later. Now, I want you to work in groups of 3. So please form your group so you can turn back and find the members of your group. Okay, so now please work in group of 3. So, quickly. You have 10 seconds to form the groups. Yes, some can turn back. Okay, listen. Have you found your member? Okay, you are a group? Yes, you 3? You're right. So listen. I will have a table, and in this table, you will have the information of 3 famous women. Okay? And you have 3 members in your groups, is that right? Each of you will have a piece of paper, and on this piece of paper, you will have the information of only one famous woman. What you're going to do now, you have 1 minute to scan through the text okay? And try to remember as much as possible the information about that woman. Don't look at your friend paper, okay? Focus on yours in 1 minute. And after 1 minute, I will let you discuss together within your groups, and you will have to share with your friends and try to finish this table. You know what you are going to do now?
Yes.
Yeah, so don't look at your friend paper, remember? Yes, okay. Thank you. So now, just like you take one paper and pass to the next table. Can you please do it now? Just like give me, so one group will have one table, okay? You just like turn it over, okay? Now, I give you the cards, okay, to the 3 members. Just take one for me. You, no, you 3. Each of you can take one, okay? Yeah, take one. Yeah, you have Elizabeth? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now 1 minute. Just focus on your paper. Don't look at your friend. Okay, do it now, please. Make sure you have different pieces of information. And try to underline the keywords, okay? Just read it on your own. Okay, don't show to your friend, please. Okay, where is your piece of paper?
We share.
Are you share together?
Yes.
Oh, different, okay. So try to remember as much as possible. Okay. Have you finished reading your piece of paper? Yes? Okay, so now can you just like put away your paper, turn over the table of the 3 famous queens. Okay. What you have to do now, try to remember what you have read and complete the table, okay? But don't look at the information that you have read. Just like discuss together and share the information that you have read. Okay. Let's see who can remember. Okay, all. Okay, which group have finished? Raise your hand. So now this time, you can turn your reading over and check together, please. Just share with your friends. Quick information is not correct. Okay. Turn your piece of paper. Okay. And discuss together. Discuss together. And you can see on the screen the 3 famous queens. Okay. So now, I want you to look at your tables, and can anybody stand up and share with the whole class what you can summarize about the 3 famous women here. Now start with the first one, Cleopatra, the 7. Who want to share with the whole class? Just briefly tell about her, please. Nhật, okay?
Her country is Egypt.
Egypt?
Yes. She has been queen for 21 years.
Mm-hmm.
She was a very intelligent, beautiful woman.
Okay.
And under her rule, the empire of Egypt remained rich and independent.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Roman Empire is expanded.
Okay, thank you. Yep, so we just like mentioned about the Cleopatra and your friend. She's from Egypt and she's very determined, intelligent. Is that right? Okay, so that is about Cleopatra. What about the Elizabeth one? Who can share with the whole class? Zach, can you say something about Elizabeth one?
Queen Elizabeth I is the Queen of Britain for 45 years. She is determined and intelligent. She knows 5 languages, and she can translate lengthy text into French, Italian, and Latin.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Zap, you can sit down. Yeah, that is about the Elizabeth I, very talented queen. Okay, and now the last one, that is the Catherine II. Whom you want to share with her?
Catherine II is from Russia.
Russia, yeah.
Yes, and she was 34 years when she became a queen. And she is very intelligent and ambitious. And she has expanded the Russian Empire and improved education for men and women. And not only that, she also encouraged great development in architecture, trade, and culture.
Okay, thank you very much. So they are so talented, the three ladies here. So just like have a last look at the information you have to fill in the 6 blanks. Okay, so you have same information, is that right? Yeah, so this one is from Egypt, England, and Russia. Now, let's come to Vietnam. Okay, so we have just like found out about famous queen in the world. And you remember at home I asked you to find information about some famous women in the Vietnamese history. Okay? And we have chosen the 3 famous women who are Trương sister, Queen Mother Y Lan, and the Princess Lê Ngọc Hân. Okay? Yeah? So now what I want you to do, you still good work in group of 3. And with the information that you have found at home, can you discuss together, turn over the table that you have done with the 3 famous queens in the world? Just like make a mind map or a table to summarize the key points about the 3 people that you have found at home and discuss together. You have 3 minutes just to work in groups, note down some famous, key points about the 3 ladies, that you have found out at home. And after 3 minutes, you have to share with the whole class your information. Just like, do it now, please. Yeah, you use the table here. Just like note down the 3 people with the key points. Yeah. Yeah, you can turn down or you can use the title here. Yeah. The same Vietnam. Yeah. Yeah. So you can use it one, just like use this one, some achievement or maybe it's like the characteristic. Yep. You quickly. Yes. Okay.
Tonight, about education.
One more minute, quickly. Get ready to share what you have with the whole class. Okay, so now I would like to invite some representative from 1 or 2 groups. Just share with the whole class the information you have collected about one among the 3 famous women in the Vietnamese history. Yep. Hùng. Okay, so Nam, yeah, can you? Yeah.
Y Lan was the wife of King Lý Thánh Tông and the mother of King Lý Nhân Tông. And she encouraged the development of agriculture, education, and women equality. She knew a lot about Buddhism, so she took part in the building of hundreds of pagodas around the country. And she was one of the most important figures in Vietnam history.
Oh, okay. So your friend had just shared some information about the very famous ladies, in the Vietnamese history. Are you proud of them? Yes. Yes? Okay. So now, just like before we okay, finish this section, I will have a small task for you. Yep. So you have read, okay, information about famous quill in the war and in Vietnam. Okay, and still remember what we learned in the everyday English? Express pleasure. Okay, so just now, please express your pleasure and happiness to a friend when you read something about a famous lady, queen, or woman in the history, okay, the war history or Vietnamese history. Okay, so just like 1 minute before we end this part, can just like do this part for me, work in pair, please. Okay, just show excitement when you read about Ilan, for example. Okay, time is off. And I can see that all of you feel very proud and excited when you talk about famous women in the history, the war history or the Vietnamese history. Is it that right? Yeah, so now remember we have the KWL chart. Yes? Okay, so what I want you to do at home, okay, just like fill in the last column to summarize what you have learned so far in this lesson. Okay, you can write about like a famous woman, okay, that you have read throughout the lesson, or anything that you find, okay, make you feel most impressed about the lesson. Yeah, so remember to finish this one at home and I will check it next lesson. So remember to bring the KWL chart with you for the next lesson. Yeah, okay, so now tell me what we have learned so far. Guys? The first one, everyday English. Which function? Pleasure, expressing pleasure and respond. Okay? Yeah, and what have you read? Famous queen or women. Okay, women. We have the plural women. Okay? In the war and in Vietnam. Okay, so I do hope that today you have learned about the information of famous women in the war and in Vietnam, and it makes you feel more proud. Okay, so remember what you have to do. You have the exercises in the workbook, and you also have the KWL chart to finish. Okay, so remember to bring it next lesson. Okay, yeah, so it also brings us to the end of the lesson today. So thank you and see you next lesson.